Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Don't forget we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our official website is StephenKnightShow.com. Rather go watch us, go to our YouTube channel, Stephen Knight Show, and subscribe. We appreciate you. All right, so this ain't say it ain't so. According to The Hill, a federal appeals court has temporarily blocked President Biden's student loan forgiveness program for continuing following an appeal from 6 Republican-led states. No surprise there. Reports state that the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 8th District ruled Friday that the policy to cancel thousands of dollars for student loan debt should be put on hold while challenges play out. And as you know, Biden's plan would cancel up to $10,000 in student loan debt for borrowers earning less than $120,000 a year. Those who receive Pell Grants could receive up to $20,000 in relief. Okay, the Attorney General initially filed the lawsuit in September, arguing that the Biden administration does not have the authority to cancel student loan debt because Congress did not authorize it. However, U.S. District Judge Henry Autry ruled that they did not demonstrate they were directly harmed by the relief, which is needed to meet the standard of having standing. That makes sense. Judge Henry Autry also noted that they presented an important and significant challenges to the Biden's plan. President Biden has been very vocal about canceling student loan debt. Earlier today, he called out Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia while at a Delaware State University. He said Ted Cruz, the great senator from Texas, said it is for slackers, quoted slackers, who did not deserve relief. Who the hell do they think they are? I don't want to hear from the MAGA Republican officials who had hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, even millions of dollars in the pandemic relief loan forgiveness, who are now attacking me for helping working middle-class Americans. So, you know, Biden don't play. I'll start with you, Nair. The White House did this when they were trying to pass this student debt. They posted all of the Republicans who are against this, who received the PP loans during the pandemic. So that was funny, and how much they received. What do you think? Exactly. Yeah. So Nair, what do you think about this temporary block?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Biden's administration need to continue to figure it out and continue to figure out how to get around whatever this stoppage is or this block is for this temporary moment. And just everybody stay patient. I think it'll continue to move forward, or at least if it doesn't now, sometime in the near future. And everyone some people were able to get through with this process, right? So some people are going to be forgiven, or is it just
they
had already started?
Already got those. They good. Yeah. Well, yeah. At least some people were able to take advantage of it. The slackers. I'm happy the slackers were able to take advantage of it, and I think it would stay in the course. I think it'll resume.
Well, Biden also said that Marjorie Taylor Greene said at this press conference, her and her husband received $180,000 in business forgiveness loans from the PPP. So, you know, he said it's completely, she says unfair to us to forgive loans for working middle-class Americans. I guess she's good. Chike, why are these Republicans, why do you think they don't want to see this go through for Americans?
Don't ask me why. This is the Stephen Knight Show. This is not No Lies Detected. I can't say what I really want to say. I will say this. Where was all that chutzpah when those people was running up those Capitol steps, busting out windows and defecating on floors and yelling for Mike to go to the gallows because they wanted to hang him? Where's the chutzpah? But you're quick to want to stop people from getting help that happen to be this color. Or happen to be color, or happen to have less money than you. Get out of here with it. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I'm getting angry.
I know. Ania.
So Chike just touched on it. One of the main reasons why you don't want this to happen is because it will tremendously benefit Black, especially Black, and brown people.
Mhm.
And you don't want that to happen. You want us to stay impoverished. You want us to stay down. And this is student loan debt is like a life chokehold.
Mhm.
I have student loan debt. I'm not gonna lie, I applied.
Mhm.
So, Lord willing, it will go through because that's such a burden, especially like when they don't want to work with you, you want me to pay you as much as my rent is. So
Mhm.
you would rather me be homeless and try to pay you than work out any type of agreement with me. Like that's more important. And the fact that these people and you already said it was Republican-led states.
Mhm.
Where Ted Cruz can go suck 2 baby balls. Um, and I mean that sincerely. I thank the people of New York for giving him such a wonderful greeting at the Yankees game the other day. You guys were amazing. I loved every bit of it, even though the Yankees lost. But I
Right.
still loved the greeting that they gave Ted Cruz as he was there, and it was just it filled my soul.
Mhm.
It
Y-
really
y-
did. It filled my soul, and I was so proud of the people of New York because they gave him the business. Um, and it's just and that girl, girl. There are so many things I would like to say.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna.
wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. She's not green anymore because her husband left her.
Oh, I'm sorry, not sorry, but you know what? God works in mysterious ways.
Well, Ted Cruz was on The View today. I don't think I've ever seen this. He got heckled by audience members. So they had to
That
escort out.
he was look. Listen. They tore him a new butthole at the Yankees game. It was
They had to go to
hilarious.
Mhm. They had to go to commercial break. First they tried to, and Whoopi was like, okay, we get it, but this is not the time. And then it happened again from somebody else, and they had to go to commercial break because you could hear the bleeping
I
what the
love it.
audience members were
Love it.
saying.
Shut him out. Shut him
Yeah.
out. Shut him out.
Mhm. But yeah,
Tell him to go over to Bucker Parsons channel and have a
right.
conversation.
Exactly. All right, well, not the modern day Robin Hood with a twist. A teenage girl faces the possibility of felony charge after gifting a chunk of her grandmother's savings to her classmates and others. At this time, the girl's identity is not public due to her minor status. However, the 14-year-old who resides about 60 miles northwest of Orlando in Summerfield stands accused of swiping about $13,500 from her granny's home safe. The Marion County deputies responded to a call from Lake Wired Middle School on October 20th over complaints of the student handing out cash to her classmates. The arrest report states that the receiving students were pocketing hundreds each, according to NBC News. Now, school employees searched the teenager's backpack and discovered nearly $2,500. At the first, the girl claimed an unknown former student gave her the money because they wanted it distributed. However, those involved in the cash later discovered the money wasn't random act of generosity. Instead, the teenager's girl had committed a crime against her grandmother by dipping into her life savings. Investigators revealed that the 14-year-old had broken into the elder's home safe and swiped more than $13,000. The girl told investigators that she busted open the safe using a screwdriver and a metal pick. It's unclear whether the teenager lives with her grandmother or was visiting during the break-in. Though the girl has admitted to stealing the thousands, she hasn't given investigators a motivation behind the break-in. The girl also didn't mention why her classmates at school and at the bus stop became the beneficiaries of the stolen coins. So, GK, is this the modern day Robin Hood?
Listen, I'm just gonna say it plainly. I'm hoping this is a little Caucasian girl, so she can possibly have a life after. But if this is a little Black girl, she gonna feel the full force of Nana. The full force of Nana is gonna come down on her. Nana gonna get God and his disciples and everybody else in the Bible after her. Why would you do that to grandma? You know how hard it is, little girl, to make a living and then to get old and you got a little nest egg and you dipping in it with a screwdriver to take it to school to give to your friends? I don't even know what would the punishment be? Like, how could they even handle you?
She could face 5 years in prison or 5 years probation with a $5,000 fine. Now they did recover the $2,500 in her bag, and then some of the students gave up to $700 back. So there's still a whole bunch missing.
Yeah, they're not gonna see that, but I'm just thinking like jail isn't gonna rectify the relationship that has been broken in the family. You stole from your Nana.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. I would think that there's more to it than this. It has to be more to it than this. It's some kind of dysfunction that you feel like you can just go into Nana's house, pop open her safe, and dig into her vittles. It's something more to this.
Nair, what are your thoughts? Can you imagine grandma when she got to that empty safe?
Woof. Seeing those screws off on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's sad. Hopefully grandma will get something back, something more than what she's already gotten. She'll get some good karma, hopefully. But again, I want to know why, why the girl did this. It has to be something like Chike said. There's got to be something more to the story. Either she's crazy or on to something. I don't know, but that is unfortunate. And I hope she's not looking at grandma as the big corporation, or as the big, like the Robin Hood theory. So
right,
she doesn't see grandma as a sweet old lady, who's stacking the ones. How do you see grandma? So I hope she gets some recompense in this. But it's sad.
Imagine being the student, the beneficiary of the grandma's money.
Oh man.
Okay, we'll give you $100 for this one.
Good on those kids that did give back some of the money though.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Anita?
Okay. Here we go. I would whoop her ass, and I'm done.
I know.
You'll be in jail right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll lock you up right on that.
In jail is long, because guess what? It would be, what do you call that? A crime of passion.
Right. Oh, listen, we're gonna skip the last story because for time, but it's most of you have heard. It's about the relaxers that Black women, women use in general, but Black women have a larger increase of the hormone there will cause cancer. So be mindful of what you're putting in your head, do your research, and look out for that. But Nair, Lanier, thank you so much for Hot Topics. Chike, I will see you in movie reviews, and we will be right back after this.